On our website, you can get PDF learning materials for free. Please visit englist.me.
Humming.
Producing a continuous, low, vibrating sound like that of the bee.
Examples:
Humming sound. Hummingbird. The humming of the bees filled the air as she walked through the garden.
Prick.
To make a small hole or puncture or to cause a slight, sharp pain, to stimulate or provoke a reaction or response, to use needles to administer a vaccine or medication.
Examples:
Prick a balloon. Prick up her ears. He accidentally pricked his finger with the needle.
Needle.
A thin, pointed object typically used for sewing or medical purposes, a metal or plastic instrument used for administering injections or drawing blood.
Examples:
Needle prick. Sewing needle. The acupuncturist inserted needles into specific points on my body to alleviate my pain.
Sear.
To char, scorch, or burn the surface of something with intense heat, of pain or experience, to be deeply felt or remembered over a long time.
Examples:
Sear tissue using a hot iron. Sear the memory into your mind. Be careful not to sear the meat too long, as it can become tough and chewy.
Stub.
A short piece of something, especially a cigarette, pencil, etc., that is left after the main part has been used.
Examples:
A stub of a candle. Cigar stub. The receptionist detached a ticket from its stub.
Throb.
To beat with a strong, regular rhythm as a pulse or a heart.
Examples:
Throb at the thought of the accident. Throb with excitement. The wound continued to throb with pain despite the medication.
Ache.
To experience a dull, persistent pain or discomfort, typically of moderate or low intensity, to feel a continuous dull pain.
Examples:
Ache abominably. Ache all the time. I ache all over after running a marathon yesterday.
Identify.
To recognize someone or something and say or prove who or what they are.
Examples:
Identify handwriting. Identify gene sequences. I will introduce you to how to identify the leading causes of the malfunction.
Pet.
An animal that you have at home as a companion and treated kindly.
Examples:
A pet bird. A teacher's pet. I have a parrot as a pet.
Enrich.
To make better or improve in quality by adding something else.
Examples:
Enrich a gas with a balloon. Enrich public services. Reading not only increases knowledge, but also enriches life.
Environment.
The natural world such as air, water, and land in which humans, animals, and plants live.
Examples.
Environment affairs. Chaotic environment. Every human is responsible for taking care of the Earth's environment.
Experiment.
The scientific test conducted to observe what happens and gain new knowledge.
Examples.
Experiment design. Series of experiments. His experiments showed highly positive results.
Advance.
To go or move forward, to develop in a positive way.
Examples.
Advance the technology. Advance a cooperative relationship. Scientific knowledge will advance significantly with the power of AI.
Unnecessary.
Not needed or required, not essential or important.
Examples.
Unnecessary expense. Unnecessary hassle. The extra steps in the process were deemed unnecessary and removed to streamline production.
Obvious.
Easy to see, discover, or understand.
Examples.
Obvious reasons. His conclusion was obvious. There are obvious differences between the two wine-producing regions.
Relieve.
To make something burdensome, unpleasant, or painful less severe.
Examples.
Relieve his thirst. Relieve stress. The medicine relieved his headache, and he felt much better.
Shrimp.
A small, freshwater or saltwater creature with a slender body and long legs.
Examples.
Shrimp cocktail. Shrimp farming. The seafood restaurant had a variety of dishes featuring shrimp.
Snail.
A slow-moving mollusk with a spiral shell that it uses to protect its body.
Examples.
Snail mail. Snail pace. The gardener found a snail slowly making its way through the lettuce patch.
Vertebrate.
Relating to animals that have a backbone or spinal column, such as mammals, birds, reptiles, amphibians, and fish.
Examples.
The muscle tissue of a vertebrate. Vertebrate biology. The presence of a backbone is a defining characteristic of vertebrate animals.
Split.
To divide, or to make something divide into two or more parts, especially along a particular line.
Examples.
Split a bill. Split a reward equally. Companies often split their shares to lower the stock price and encourage investors to buy.
Distinct.
Noticeable from something else of a similar type.
Examples:
Distinct difference. Distinct from each other. It is essential to keep these two issues distinct.
Process:
A series of actions or operations performed to achieve a particular outcome or goal. A systematic procedure or approach used to accomplish a specific task or objective. A method of treating milk to make it suitable for consumption or use in other dairy products.
Examples:
Process improvement. Decision-making process. The process for applying for a visa can be lengthy and complicated.
Nervous:
Worried and anxious about something, relating to the nerves.
Examples:
Development of the nervous system. Get nervous. He suffers from nervous breakdowns.
Communicate:
To share or exchange information with others by speaking, writing, moving your body, or using other signals.
Examples:
Communicate his anxieties to the psychiatrist. Communicate well with my advisor. Dolphins use sound to communicate with each other.
Spinal:
Of or relating to the spine, equals the long bone in the body's back.
Examples:
Spinal injury. Brain and spinal cord. The surgeon carefully confirmed how to remove the tumor to avoid damaging the spinal nerves.
Cord:
A strong, thick, or thin thread or rope, a piece of plastic-coated wire used to transport electricity to a piece of equipment.
Examples:
Spinal cord. Electrical cord. Your spinal cord is located deep within your body.
Motor:
A device that converts electricity, fuel, etc. into movement and makes a machine, vehicle, etc. work.
Examples:
A motor mechanic. DC motor control. Energy-efficient motors are needed to maximize the cruising distance of electric vehicles.
Neuron:
A cell that is specialized to carry information within the brain and between the brain and other parts of the body.
Examples:
Excite the neurons. Neuron cell body. Our body transfers information along each neuron using an electrical impulse.
Movement:
A group of people working together to achieve a shared goal, especially a political, social, or artistic one, the process of moving or being moved, physically or figuratively.
Examples:
A circular movement. Movement of troops. The movement of the dancers on stage was graceful and elegant.
Jerk:
To make a sudden, sharp movement or cause something to do this.
Examples:
Jerk her head back. Jerk the rope. The driver suddenly jerked the steering wheel to the left to avoid hitting the deer.
Threat.
A strong indication or likelihood of harm, danger, or adverse consequences. An expression of intent to inflict harm or injury on someone or something, often made as a means of coercion or intimidation.
Examples:
Economic threat, environmental threat. The threat of severe weather prompted the city to issue an evacuation warning.
Recognition.
The action or process of recognizing or being recognized, especially by remembering, an agreement that something is true or legal.
Examples:
Recognition award, joint recognition. He was given recognition for his outstanding work in the field of medicine.
Nociceptor.
A sensory nerve ending that is capable of detecting harmful stimuli, such as heat, cold, pressure, or tissue damage, and transmitting this information to the brain.
Examples:
Thermal nociceptor, nociceptor fiber. The nociceptors in the skin are activated by heat, cold, and pressure.
Survival.
The state of continuing to exist or live, frequently in the face of difficulty or danger.
Examples:
Survival ability, survival food. He evaluated his chances for survival rather pessimistically.
Threaten.
To utter intentions of injury or punishment against someone.
Examples:
Threaten a healthy relationship. Threaten national security. Various artificially induced causes are threatening our ecosystem.
Conscious.
Being aware of and able to respond to what is happening around you.
Examples:
Conscious effort. Conscious of having succeeded. He became conscious that he was being followed.
Brain.
The organ inside the head that is responsible for one's movement, thought, memory, and feeling.
Examples:
Basic brain function. Permanent brain damage. X-rays revealed a small tumor in his brain.
Complexity.
The state or quality of being complicated or intricate and difficult to understand.
Examples:
Cognitive complexity. Complexity theory. The project's complexity made it difficult for the team to complete it on time.
Associate.
To mentally connect someone or something with someone or something else.
Examples:
Associate alcohol with gambling. Associate with people widely. The majority of consumers associate this brand with quality.
Emotion.
A strong feeling such as love, anger, etc., deriving from one's situation, mood, or relationships with others.
Examples:
control my emotion. Afraid to show emotion. Some emotions are common across cultures and backgrounds.
Panic.
A sudden strong feeling of fear that cannot be controlled and prevents reasonable thought and action.
Examples:
a panic reaction. Panic buying. The participation of oil-producing countries in the war caused panic in the financial markets.
Clue.
An object, a piece of evidence, or some information that helps someone to find the answer to a problem, question, or mystery.
Examples:
a clue about the crime. A clue to the diagnosis. The police couldn't find a clue to her whereabouts.
Observe.
To watch or notice something carefully, often to gather information or insights, to take note of something or someone, to celebrate or commemorate a special event or occasion.
Examples:
observe a tradition. Observe wildlife. It is important to observe safety procedures in the workplace to prevent accidents.
Nurse.
A healthcare professional who is trained to provide care for the sick or injured. Verb, to try to cure by special care or treatment of an illness or injury.
Examples:
nurse practitioner. A volunteer nurse. The night shift nurse checked my vital signs before administering the medication.
Distress.
A feeling of great worry, sadness, pain, or discomfort.
Examples:
a signal of distress. Emotional distress. She's been in great distress since she was heartbroken.
Recluse.
A person who lives in solitude and isolation.
Examples:
live as a recluse. Solitary recluse. After years in the limelight, the actor decided to retreat from the public eye and become a recluse.
Lab.
A workplace for the conduct of scientific research, a laboratory.
Examples:
lab instrument. Medical lab. The Prime Minister will pay a courtesy visit to the Nobel laureate's lab.
Discovery.
The act or process of finding information, a place, or an object, or learning about something that was previously not known.
Examples:
a scientific discovery. The great discovery of the century. Her research team made an important discovery.
Administer.
To oversee and control the operation or arrangement of something.
Examples:
administer justice. Administer the funds. After the accident, 3 governmental bodies administer the company.
Awareness.
The fact or state of knowing something exists and is important.
Examples:
awareness of my ignorance. Raise public awareness. There has been a gradual but steady rise in environmental awareness.
Recognize.
To acknowledge or realize something or someone, to identify, remember, or become aware of something that was previously known or encountered.
Examples:
recognize talent. Recognize achievement. It's important to recognize your strengths and weaknesses.
Illegal.
Not allowed by law.
Examples:
illegal drugs. Child of illegal immigrants. The customs agents seized the illegal shipment.
Needless.
Describing something unnecessary, pointless, or superfluous and could be avoided without any harm or adverse consequences.
Examples:
needless argument. Needless waste. This needless paperwork is wasting our time and resources.
Invertebrate.
A class of animals that do not have a backbone. They include insects, worms, and mollusks.
Examples:
invertebrate species. Study of invertebrates. Many species of marine invertebrates, such as corals and sponges, are important components of ocean ecosystems.
Oyster.
A bivalve mollusk with a rough irregular shell, often eaten raw or cooked, and sometimes used as a pearl-producing animal or a source of mother-of-pearl.
Examples:
oyster shell. Oyster farm. I ordered a dozen oysters as an appetizer at the seafood restaurant.
Worm.
A long, thin creature with a soft and long cylindrical tube-like body, no limbs, and a lack of eyes.
Examples:
wiggly worms. Can of worms. Worms help dispose of the food waste produced by humans.
Jellyfish.
A marine creature with a soft, jelly-like body and tentacles for stinging.
Examples:
spineless jellyfish. Jellyfish sting. The beach was filled with hundreds of jellyfish, so swimming was not recommended.
Recoil.
To spring or flinch back, as in surprise, fear, or pain.
Examples:
recoil in horror. Recoil from a snake. The gun recoiled with a loud bang.
Squirt.
To eject or discharge with force in a fast stream or jet, to spray or sprinkle with a liquid or substance.
Examples:
squirt water. Squirt oil. She squirted the ketchup onto her fries before taking a bite.
Instance.
A particular example or single occurrence of something. For instance. Notable instance. These articles cite 5 instances of climate change.
Unlikely.
Not probable or likely to happen.
Examples.
Unlikely event. It is unlikely that he would win the game. The passage of the bill is unlikely.
Complicated.
Involving a lot of different things or parts in a way that is difficult to understand or analyze.
Examples.
A complicated process. Become increasingly complicated. He did complicated pen and ink drawings in just a few days.
Octopus.
A sea creature with a soft round body and 8 long tentacles, equals long parts like arms.
Examples.
Giant octopus. Venomous octopus. He experienced nausea after eating live octopus.
Sophisticated.
Having a great deal of worldly experience and knowledge of people's behavior, culture, and fashion.
Examples.
Sophisticated look. A sophisticated lifestyle. Marketing strategies are growing more sophisticated.
Intelligent.
Having the capacity for thought and reason, especially to a high degree.
Examples.
An intelligent person. Intelligent assisting system. Intelligent robots that can cooperate with humans have limited motor output for safety.
Crayfish.
A freshwater crustacean resembling a small lobster, typically found in streams, rivers, and lakes, and often used as a popular food source.
Examples.
Freshwater crayfish. Cooked crayfish. The seafood restaurant is known for its delicious crayfish dish.
Crab.
A sea creature with 2 large claws and a flattened back. Example, blue crab or king crab, a sour or grumpy person who is prone to complaining or criticizing.
Examples.
Crab cakes. Crab legs. I ordered a plate of fresh crab at the seafood restaurant.
Pose.
To present a risk, problem, or other issues that must be addressed.
Examples.
Pose a significant threat to my company. Pose a challenge. The chemicals pose a massive health risk.
Ethics.
A branch of philosophy that considers what is morally right and wrong conduct, a set of beliefs about what is morally right and wrong.
Examples.
Political ethics. Ethics of journalism. This scripture provides the code of ethics for the religion.
Suffer.
To experience pain, distress, or hardship, to undergo or endure something painful or unpleasant.
Examples.
Suffer a setback. Suffer bad grades. The older man suffers from arthritis and finds it difficult to move around.
Controversial.
Causing a lot of hot public discussion and dispute.
Examples:
controversial book. Controversial policy. The issue of the death penalty is highly controversial.
Hermit.
A person who lives alone or in seclusion from society, typically for religious or spiritual reasons. A person who avoids social interactions or seeks solitude.
Examples:
hermit lifestyle. Mountain hermit. The hermit monk spent his entire life in solitary contemplation, far from the world's hustle.
Undesirable.
Not wanted or looked upon favorably, unwanted or unpleasant in nature, character, or appearance.
Examples:
undesirable outcome. Undesirable behavior. The smell of the garbage was very undesirable.
Shell.
Hard outer covering or case of eggs, nuts, some seeds, and some animals.
Examples:
an egg shell. A mollusk shell. The outermost electron shell determines the chemical properties of an atom.
Zap.
To strike, destroy, get rid of, or kill something or someone suddenly and with force.
Examples:
zap a huge target. Zap barcode. They provided allies with powerful weapons that could zap the enemy from thousands of miles away.
Electrify.
To make a machine or system work by using electricity, to make someone extremely enthusiastic about or interested in something.
Examples:
electrify the audience. Electrify a manufacturing process. The product developed through years of research continues to electrify the market.
Origin.
The first existence or beginning of something.
Examples:
origin of all humankind. A manuscript of uncertain origin. There are various hypotheses concerning the origin of life.
Curl.
To form or make something form into a curved or spiral shape. Noun, a round shape formed by a series of concentric circles.
Examples:
curl around street corners. A curl of smoke. The cat curled into a ball and went to sleep.
Injury.
Harm done to a person's or an animal's body caused by an accident or an attack.
Examples:
without injury. A fatal injury. My accidental injury got better right away.
Prey.
The object of a hunt, an animal hunted or trapped for eating.
Examples:
Prey of beast. Become prey to terrorists. The majority of snakes swallow their prey whole.
Judgment.
The ability to form valuable opinions and make reasonable decisions.
Examples:
An emotional judgment. Deliver a judgment. Her judgments are consistently rational and sensible.
React.
To take action in response to something.
Examples:
React at a high temperature. React against his way of thinking. How did he react to your idea?
Reflex.
An automatic and unthinking response to a particular stimulus, a physical reaction to external stimuli.
Examples:
Reflex test. Knee reflex. My leg kicked involuntarily when the doctor tapped my knee with the reflex hammer.
Rub.
To move one's hand or an object over the surface of something with pressure.
Examples:
Rub shoulders. Rub a glass window. She rubbed the sore spot on her leg to ease the pain.
Spot.
A particular location or place, a small round or roundish area, differing in color or feels from the surface around it.
Examples:
Beauty spot. A spot on his honor. This remote spot is rarely visited.
Shock.
A strong feeling or physical reaction to a sudden and unexpected event or experience, especially something unpleasant.
Examples:
Death from shock. Shock resistant. He got an electric shock at work.
Slug.
A common name for any terrestrial gastropod mollusk that appears to lack a shell with soft and black or brown color, a bullet, a shot of alcoholic drink.
Examples:
Lazy slug. Reduce slug damage. I spotted a large slug in the rainy garden.
Flinch.
To make a quick, nervous movement in response to pain, fear, or surprise, to draw back or wince involuntarily.
Examples:
Flinch at the noise. Flinch from the truth. I couldn't help but flinch when the door slammed shut.
Noxious.
Harmful or poisonous to living beings, having an unpleasant or offensive smell or taste, causing intense or unpleasant emotions or feelings.
Examples:
Noxious gas. Noxious substances. The noxious fumes from the factory were causing health problems for nearby residents.
Stimulus.
Something that causes growth or arouses action.
Examples:
A response to a stimulus. Economic stimulus. This book provides children with ideas and a stimulus for outside recreation.